Oh, I swear. You know, I was being stalked by a terrorist group one day in Europe just to have them show up here in America hacking the state of Ohio government website. About half as bad as idiots over there in Defiance. At least one cop got it right and the name proper as well, and he thought it was, how was it, unauthorized penetration test? No. Kind of already covered this before, but if there's no BIOS password, and I find out that the USB boot is on, the network boot is on, you know what I do? Because I'm an A+ certified computer technician through CompTIA. So I lock it down and report. It was a Sunday. So I told her the next day, the bank teller lady. Man, kill all crackheads, fucktard. Yeah. If I didn't have seizures, I wouldn't even smoke weed, asshole. Of course, I would have never discovered herbal medicine either. That's why I thank God for my seizures. That's about it. It's the only thing I thank God for. I swear, though, I think that's about the only mental note left to read off my list. There shouldn't be any further complications than anything. At this degree, I'm down to getting the new Social Security number. Just like someone thought that was a crack pipe. Knock him out. Mwah! Thank you, Mr. Officer Wagner, whichever is your position. Sounds like someone's like yelling into a fan or yelling into the wind off of a metal building somewhere. I guess I'm still. Lemons in the lemonade. Nope, not about getting high. It's about seizures. I got official medical documentation on it. And you got the wrong name? Boo-hoo, Michigan. How do I know it's a Michigan psyop? There's one needs to be done. Not since I have brain damage. I haven't been able to think in my own head. Long time. There's 2 bags out there. Yeah, there's 2 bags there. I just want to say the only thing that could turn me into is a fake one. Fake. Well, my mental problems are fake, because it was all an act. For you too. Oh. My ears are that sensitive. Like I said, if I actually had the other set of Bluetooths, I could do a composite wave thing. Don't waste your time. Nothing illegal. I don't bother getting high, because, you know, are you emotionally addicted to your emotional highs? Tech. What a present for harassing me. Fraudulent use of information. Now, if I could just work for roaches for my seizures, I'd be just fine. Said if I could be growing weed for other people with seizures, it'd be just fine. Actually, I got the caregiver's license up there in Michigan. Damn red tape in the meantime, especially with the full breach internationally. So it doesn't matter. I can live a humble life and wait for things to take care of themselves. Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm the kind of guy who even sees emotions as something people get high on. People get high on a goddamn thought these days, too. Shit. I should be out there smoking oxygen or something and really spinning. Yeah, have a good one. Show where you're going. Okay. That's why I can't really find weed around here. Just chore. Fucking crackheads. You think I'm lying when I'm fucking spooking crackheads away. Where'd that bitch go? It's right on my flight path. Another fucking chore. I kicked another chore over the fuck over there. Because the roaches vanished in the chore. There it is. And the chore shit. Up. There's actually a fucking flat round of it somewhere too, but oh, there it is. Yeah, right on my flight path, and their damn penny. See? And you wonder why I've been scaring crackheads away from like 2 blocks away. Party crasher for hire! Demolition, 1-man wrecking crew for hire. Party crasher for hire. Great. This is a big. Oh, without. All right. Hey, I found another cigarette. Is that a good one? Just on the edge of it. I'm gonna do an old Jedi trick. See, there's many different traveling kids out in the road. And if I say traveling kids, I also mean traveling people. Because generally, they see it as a bunch of kids traveling the roads. Instead, that's what it generally looks like. Because, you know, we don't live past 30 out here usually if we're traveling like that. Our life expectancy is a lot lower, which got the health boards involved too, because these people never picked up any alternative hygiene methods or anything. They basically just tried to stick with Babylon's way, and Babylon caught them up on their net, basically, as the lingo goes. If you're hip to that. So this old Jedi trick is usually to take samples from the environment in a energetic fusion, of course, that then can deviate. That one's actually good enough to, that's some menthol too, that'll taste good. And it brings in the energy harmonics like tuning forks. It's a subtle energy research, and it is measurable in short and long distances, but adding the human element to it, it has to be done without thinking. It is affected. Results are affected by observer effect. And your observer effect is, well, based upon your mental imagery. You know, what everyone calls their self, their ego. Yeah. Your ego interferes with physics. That's what. So, I have to dump this. I swear. That was the perfect roach I lost that day as well. Welcome to another reason why I got a little reflector on that. Anyway. So I'm actually hoping I come across a little roacho, or you know, something like this. It's a piece for breaking glass window, but since I'm using glass next and I want to be able to cut glass into tubes and rings, anything I can find like that works for my muzzle loader. I made a musket. Works with an M80 firecracker. Hey. To a degree, the roach going back is a good omen in the end. I set all my stuff down here. Like these damn vacuum cleaners were on. No one was there both ways. Yet another reason why I keep my damn... Looks like a note over here. Okay. Another reason why I kind of keep the camera going. You know, I've been having this horrible reverse luck right now. Where I'm recording almost the off-scene shit more than I am the actual on-scene shit. But that's mainly because I'm trying to get used to this audio thing still, because the audio jack is right there. I have to apologize to my YouTube viewers. They can't even, they have to turn the volume down for all of my damn... And then you can't hear it, and then other people can't hear me either, which is funny. Catch that on camera. Or they're just playing dumb. Why speculate? When you can catch them playing dumb. No, estoy bien, salud. Got any spare roaches? No? No medical buds? No worries, I've still got a couple emergencies. And I need to keep hustling. My seizures don't go away. I live with seizures. Well, in the meantime, I need to figure out where the hell, as you can see in the walk so far, as I'm returning back to base, no roaches, but the chore shit's showing up, the crackhead shit's showing up instead. But it's only tobacco. Now die by the truth. Chicken bone, now it's home. Funny how that background noise goes away as soon as I get out of the way of the Domino's. I almost forgot what the fuck the name was. Well, you know, I'm not thinking about pizzeria names when I'm sitting there thinking about using a straw after I finish drilling out this hole so I can make a biostatic conductor that basically is powered by the human body's bioelectric field, which means I can literally shoot lightning at you from my heart. I swear, every time you guys thought I was doing something other than medical marijuana for seizures and tobacco, I grab a beer. Yeah, that's you can tell my viewers I'm talking to myself. How about that? And excuse me while I try to find a roach to mix with some tobacco, some old street Jedi stuff, before I go Sith Lord up in here. Oh, I don't pay. This is another reason why I got a damn camera. Like, nope, ain't my vehicle. I've never heard that. It's all common sense to me. If it's not mine, not mine. But you know, I get by when I find in the no man's land or in the parking lot itself. There's another manifested bullshit. That's someone's push bar bullshit. See, the crackheads move in and I can't find no weed anywhere. That's how it always goes. Fucking swear, there's a penny. Better be careful, I can man track too. I'm gonna figure out which crackhead's fucking stalking me. See if I can't find at least one little El Rocho to mix into this, for the sake of old school Jedi practices, as my story earlier in this video is. I thought that was Smarties. I figure my vision problems. Anyway. No, just all evidence more of just crack fiends. These are fiends. That's the difference with fiends. They'll leave a bunch of wrappers with their... They still eat food and all that, versus the heads that drop all their shit out. Trying to catch them riding dirty. Meanwhile, I was never doing drugs or selling drugs. I was just taking medical marijuana and, like I said, enjoyed the essence of rebirth with my own friend there to save my life. So she's literally been that's the only time I smoked it, aside from being tested about 12 years ago in New Orleans, 2010, 2011. And yeah, the elder there just wanted to see what I do on it. I rebuilt the school bus with 2 marine batteries and an Impala alternator. Well, it's because I don't know all the damn fancy terms, but I can go in there and know how every single last part works. And how to make those parts too, from scratch. Die casting, clay, or ceramics. I could even make a special ceramic for the casting. I even know how to do that. You know, just like I know how to extract thorium from dirt. And now you can see why I've been doing my kill all crackheads thing, and it's not all of their fault. I'm saying it as a general, the fuck. I keep finding their chores and leftovers. At least my fiends were here. I don't mind my fiends, and I know there's protective heads out there too. Down south, everyone's a head. Doesn't get ahead of yourself or get your head stuck in something. You know, up here in Ohio, I ran into racism for the first time in my life instead of just, glossophobia. Because people thought I was either Russian, a vampire, or I was trying to sound like a black man. And I'm like, wow. I would love to hear you say that down south. But, aside from friendlies caught in the crossfire, and fam half caught in the crossfire, I stick up for the J-Man like all the time. Historically and scholarly. And I'm anti-carnal, so I kind of said that before. People thought I was talking to myself. And I think that thought is their personal problem. Yeah, this is it. Well, I've done this today. I swear, now I gotta make a new fan blade, though. There was another fan next door, just like, this is the building that has my couch, table, and chairs in it, and the mattress that I paid for, that I never got. In fact, they tried to set me up, said, just go in through the window. The maintenance guy said that. Even though it was paid through Donna to get the furniture in the first place. Oh, and then I found out that the couch, I guess, wasn't for sale after talking to Keith. So it's scandalous. Yeah. Way too many Pringles, but there's a reason why I went for Pringles on it. The sour cream and onion because they're anti-inflammatory. Toenail clippers, leftovers. Not to mention you can make a crystal radio with those. In fact, a crystal radio was my first idea for putting a capacitor array next to a Joule Thief at that point. At that point, I can actually generate pulse energy, pulse amperes effectively. Then a tank circuit, one that drops the volts and raises the amps, and the other side of the tank circuit drops the amps and raises the volts. And then, of course, a full rectifier, full bridge rectifier in between. It's basically radio technology with AC power at the same time. Isn't that funny? After all these years, and no one has smoked crack in this bitch except for basically Johnny. And I can still catch just a whiff of it off of the building itself. See what I mean by there's water damage already? Like, all this has to come out. That's why I did this. It all has to be redone. It's all, it ain't that expensive. I've already price checked it all before I did this. So I could force my hand and force you to make the repairs necessary. Apparently, I guess someone thinks my sign is a joke too. Well, I'm not a schizo, sorry. I have official documentation from universities, doctors, and governments across the globe in this backpack. Y'all gonna go to prison if you don't just stop. So anyway, now you can see that Suzer inducing motherfucking flash on the opposite side. 1 second. Dropper, hold on. Made it worse. I need it to go slower than that even. And I'll just use the natural flow pattern. I got the fools thinking my AC's on, but here's the thing. I've never had to worry about my summertime winter. I mean, winter's the only time I have to it comes up to 200, if not almost 300 sometimes for my power bill because, and I wish I could show you the roof, but they took the tree out so I can't get on top of the roof. I can climb a tree without being a fall risk because I can at least collapse onto limbs. One thing that my seizures are cool about is that I get this lock on like a rigor mortis, when you do a death grip. I get death grip across my whole body. So, here's the proper way to use an AC unit. For one, when you fucking first turn the bitch on, go low for low. And I have to readjust, and she's a little low on coolant. So she needs to be like on super low, basically. And then, instead of now what happens is, this starts pushing all the hot air out. So instantly, as soon as I did that, because the hot air is going right out this way now. So, look at my one-bladed fan that almost busted my... Oh, you should see one more thing I haven't showed anyone. I made my damn magnetic vortex couple with that alternator. That's basically what that is an alternator. If you know what it's made out of. The engineering involved. Now then, I actually get more heavy light about this time of day, and that's when I'm like, fuck. The fact that half these trees over here have to go out. Unless someone's really good at doing arbory and selective pruning. One of those nice little extendo zing, zing, zing things that could get it done. But I think that pretty much sums it up at this point. I found that glass cutter piece, and like I was trying to say, like these are almost worthless other than the lens here at the bottom. But these glass bottles are flat, so I can remove these pieces. See how this is a glass piece? And that's exactly what I've been trying to do, is get a glass piece for the assembly. I've used aluminum already. Now it's time for a glass piece. Oh yeah, and to show you what I was working on, which you might just hit. Looks can be deceiving. Hardcore. Even this. Here's the cool thing about how I'm designing this shit. And that's why I've been collecting parts like this. I have to clean out the peanut butter, of course, and drill the hole in it. And then this is the next problem I'm going to have to deal with. Because either it's going to force all the energy to one side, and I got to get the tab out of the way. This is the only part I have to deal with last. In fact, I've been using it more of like a spark gap perpendicularly, so I'm trying to repurpose and re-engineer an original concept I've already done. But with, where's the other piece? Here, this. That took a lot more work than you think, and I'm not done yet. Just like this. Like, I couldn't even carry electrical tape around me because people have crack on the back of their heads or something. And they misprofiled me as a fucking drug user and a high on. Bitch, I can get high on vengeance alone and justice for my fucking daughter's blood. So my family gets paid. That's all that matters.